Hello everyone, and welcome back to the OptiTrack Live Link tutorial for Unreal Engine. In the last video, we went over rigid bodies and the best practices to get refined tracking for your prop assets. If you are tracking props, make sure to go back and watch that video. In this one, we will be covering skeleton tracking, and we'll be preparing our data for retargeting to metahumans and or custom characters. To begin, be sure to create and ROM your skeletons in Motive and then name them to whatever your naming conventions are. As you can see, now that we've done that, our assets now exist in the Live Link window. Next, go to the OptiTrack Live Link content folder, and then go to the animation folder, and then go to the skeletons that you will be working with. We recommend the 7-segment spine model, as this is the standard workflow for Unreal Engine and for Motive. There are other skeletal mesh options that you can look at to see if they suit your pipeline any better, such as skeletal meshes with only the 3 spine model or X or Y forward conventions. Next, add the skeletal mesh to the level. Now, we need to make an animation blueprint for this skeletal mesh. In a later video, we will go over a method in Mocap Manager where an animation blueprint is not necessary. But for now, go ahead and right-click in your content browser and then go to Animation Blueprint. Make sure to select the skeleton that your skeletal mesh is using, and for us, it is the Y forward 7-segment model. Now, go ahead and name this asset something like ABP underscore your asset name. Go to the animation graph and right-click in here and type Live Link Pose, and then enter to add the node. Now, click the drop-down and then select the skeleton that you want to use for animating. Now, simply connect the nodes and hit compile. You should see the preview animating at this point. Here are a couple of reasons why this may not look correct or you might not be seeing data. You could have the wrong bone naming conventions set in the Motive streaming settings. You could also have selected a wrong skeletal mesh. This is another problem that occurs because of improper bone names. Or in the streaming settings, you could have the up axes as Z up instead of Y up. Just be sure to double check that Motive streaming settings is reporting Unreal bone names, the coordinates are set to local, and the up axis option is set to Y up. The OptiTrack Live Link plugin handles most of the coordinate changes here as long as you have these settings. If you needed to change any of these settings after these steps, simply remake the Live Link connection with these changes and you should be good to go. Now, go back to the level and select the skeletal mesh in the viewport to change the animation blueprint to the one that we just made. Now, add a Live Link skeletal animation component to your skeleton and it should start animating. Combining this with rigid body tracking is a pretty common workflow. Just be sure to align all the assets so that they're using the same exact origin. You can either do this by moving everything to the origin of the world, or you can make an empty actor to parent all of your assets to. Then you can move the actor wherever you'd like in the world while all the mocap data remains aligned. Just be sure that when you parent these assets under the mocap parent actor, that you reset the transform so that everything is aligned correctly. What you should not do is put the mocap assets under a OptiTrack Live Link display asset. This is because depending on your production setups, this could make the data inaccessible later downstream if another user who obtains this data does not have the OptiTrack Live Link plugin. Your best bet is to put this all under a empty actor. Now that the Motive avatar skeletons have been set up, this prepares us to do retargeting onto custom characters or metahumans, which we will be covering in the next episode. As always, thanks so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one.